Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Hi guys, I'm coming at you with a brand new haul today. I have just a couple of character sticker orders to start out with. I haven't been buying these as much recently, but these were a couple sales that I could not resist, so I just had to throw them in. So let's go ahead and start with Once More with Love. I actually still have a wish list from Once More with Love that is quite a few sheets long. I think it's been hovering around 60 for a while. It may be a little bit lower now with this recent order, which is kind of bigger than usual because there was a sale, and there's not usually sales, I don't think, with Once More with Love. But I'm slowly kind of whittling that list down until I decide to just go ahead and just buy everything that's left all at once. But she does keep coming out with more sheets that I want pretty frequently, so it may be a while before I decide to take that plunge. But here is the journaling card. I like this because it is embossed with foil up at the top, and that says what matters most in case you can't read it. And then there's like a little kind of word collage with doodles in there of all the things that matter most, so that's really cool. Good sentiment for the new year. And then there's a little message about 2021, so if you want to pause and read that, you can go ahead. And let's get into these stickers. So we have the freebie. This is December's freebie. I don't quite remember what that is, but it looks like basically just you're probably dead tired, leaning over a desk. I think that's like a little ghost munchkin coming out there, which can be very applicable to many situations. There's a cute little munchkin saying "I rule" with a ruler, and so there's some positivity. I guess this munchkin is like scared or having an anxiety attack holding a pillow. This one is a phone that says "add to cart," very applicable. And then this one is a perfect representation of the year 2020. Just a roll of toilet paper with a little poop symbol on it. Yep, that makes sense. Although 2020 was a fairly good year for me, I want to say, compared to how awful it's been for everybody else. So I'm pretty thankful for everything good that's happened to me, but there were definitely some bad parts. Alright, so I think I managed to fit all the really tiny mini sheets in the beginning, so I did pick up a few of these little mini doodles. So these are the mini occupations. This is the lawyer sheet, and I did get this because my boyfriend is going through the court system in relation to his shared custody agreement with his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his child. So I got this in order to have more options with which to mark all of his like court dates and stuff relating to that, because I do help him with parts of that. So I just got the lawyers to represent that, and also if I ever have to do jury duty. And then I think the rest of these are food, so I did get the burgers because I do like burgers. Obviously I like all of these, that's why I got them. And then salads, so really cute little salads. And then eggs. I don't really know how often I'm going to use eggs to mark anything, because eggs are like a pretty classic breakfast item, but I don't really have them that often for breakfast. I have more oatmeal than anything else, so maybe occasionally I'll have eggs and I'll mark that. So what else do we have? I didn't separate these out by category. I didn't really open them yet, so they're not in any particular order, but I do have a couple of romantic ones at the top. These are ones that I don't think I picked up last time. I may have bought some couple stickers. I'm not even sure if I did during this release. This was like a really big kind of couples release. I don't think I bought any, or at least I didn't get a lot during that release, so I just threw in at least these 2 sheets as part of that. So here's a hug from behind sticker, just a really cute generic couples sticker. I like having really generic ones just to mark whenever I do something with my boyfriend, which is quite frequently, that, you know, I don't have a sticker for otherwise. And then this one is really sweet. This is thinking about you, so just be me marking when I'm missing him, which isn't that often because I see him quite a bit, but occasionally there are times when I'm just like really missing him, so there you go, that's to mark that. Then we have this one, which is air conditioning, and yeah, it gets quite hot in the Bay Area of California during the summer, and actually even now during the winter. We've had a couple hot days recently, not like hot, but like definitely warm days, so it's kind of annoying, but I figured the air conditioning stickers would definitely come in handy for those kind of days, which is really actually ironic because I don't have an air conditioner in my house at all. This is like more of a wishful thinking sheet, which is really funny to me, but yeah, I just have a fan. I want to get one of those like portable little air conditioners that I can just like put on my desk, so I may actually buy one, and then that will be actually appropriate. Let's actually zoom in a little bit. So then I finally picked up this sheet for Onward. I think was this the sheet that I bugged her to make like several times because she kept forgetting to release this? Probably. I feel like this was the one because she had like one of these guys, I think Ian is that guy's name, on a little freebie sampler sheet, like one of these, like quite a while back, and she kept like forgetting to make a full sheet of it, but I kept like bugging her, and so she did, and here it is, which is really funny because I actually like, I've only seen the movie once, and I'm not super obsessed with it, but I like it, but it's not like my favorite thing ever. But I don't know, I want to watch it again because I feel like I'm gonna like it more the more I watch it. It's definitely got some good heartwarming parts, but yeah, I really wanted to make sure that she did a sheet on this because I think I missed out on the freebie, so I wanted to be able to mark it with something, and especially marking rewatches. So yeah, here we have Ian and Barley, and then the half of the dad, and then they repeat. Super cute. And then I also got these snow cones. There are a few in here, I think at least these 2 that were from previous releases that I literally just completely missed out on. I just slept on those and didn't realize they existed until I saw somebody haul them fairly recently, or maybe I was watching a haul from a long time ago, but I saw the haul with them in them, and I was like, why didn't I get those? So I was reminded of their existence, and I threw them into my cart. So this is the snow cones sheet. I do love snow cones, and I don't get nearly enough opportunities to eat them, so hopefully this will kind of remind me that I need to seek them out more, especially in the hot weather here during the summer. Same with the zoo animal sheet. I had kind of missed out on this one too. I don't have a ton of zoo stickers, so I really just needed more to mark that because I love going to the zoo. Obviously not a thing that's really happening right now during the pandemic, but when everything opens up again, I want to go to the zoo, I want to go to the aquarium, I want to go everywhere pretty much. Amusement parks, like we have big plans. So yeah, I just wanted to get this to mark that, and just anything else that this would apply to. So we have a giraffe, a hippo, a lion, panda, and a tiger. So these could be applicable to other things too, like if you read a book that has zoo animals in it, or it takes place at a zoo or a circus, or watch a movie of something to that effect. Like there's books and movies with tigers in them, like Aladdin or Life of Pi, which is one of my favorite books / movies. Like there's a lot that I feel like these could make sense to go with, and lions obviously, like Lion King, and I'm sure there are others, and there's a lot with pandas as well. Hippos and giraffes maybe not so much, but you get what I mean. So a very versatile kind of sheet right there, although I'm going to put this with the zoo instead of in my animals section, so I'm going to have to remember that they are there. So I did also get the hurricane sheet. I was just thinking now, actually, I need an earthquake sticker sheet. I don't think I've seen them anywhere, so please let me know if you've seen earthquake stickers anywhere, because I do live in the Bay Area of California, and we get tremors and earthquakes more frequently than I would like. We just had one today, actually, like less than an hour ago. We had a tremor, and it scared the crap out of me because I haven't lived here very long. I'm not used to it. It really seems like Godzilla's attacking my house, so it's a little spooky. I want to be able to mark that in my planner, so let me know if you know of any earthquake stickers anywhere. But I just get this hurricane one, which is really funny because I only just now got this after moving away from the two states. They get hurricanes a lot. I used to live in Florida, obviously that's a big hurricane state, and I used to live in Texas, which also has had its fair share of hurricanes. I was there for Hurricane Ike and Hurricane Harvey. So unfortunately it's a little bit late for me to mark those, but I do have family that lives in both of those states still. So if they are affected by hurricanes, I think they were recently last year possibly, then I want to be able to mark that, or, you know, in the future I hope to move kind of in the more East Coast region, so it may affect me again. So I just wanted to have these on hand. Let's see, and the rest is equally random in here. So we have watch scary movies. This was, I think, part of the like Halloween release. I think I had a lot of the Halloween stickers from last year, so I didn't really pick up any new ones except for probably just this sheet, which is not even necessarily Halloween specific. It could be used for just any scary movies anytime, but I just like that it's specifically meant to mark, you know, you're being scared while watching a movie. So really cute and appropriate for that. I did pick up the wax melts sheet, of course, because I actually just bought my first order of wax melts from the planner community from Fantasy Wax Melts on Black Friday, so I'm kind of like getting more into that, so I'm trying to collect more stickers in relation to that as well. So obviously these ones made a lot of sense, so these are really cute. And then I got the Slot Machine and Vegas sticker sheets. My boyfriend has frequently been talking about how he wants to take me to Vegas and Reno and kind of try that stuff out. I am not into gambling at all. I don't think I would necessarily take part in that myself, but if he wants to do it, I will let him do it a little bit, with probably a set amount of money to start with. But I think we just mostly want to go and kind of enjoy the atmosphere and get some drinks and stuff, you know, when everything opens up and it's appropriate to do so. But in anticipation of that, I just wanted to have these sheets on hand. I am trying to collect all these travel the world sheets, so I think I threw a few in with this order, and there's a few still on my list probably. Let me just quickly cycle through to see if there are any other ones in here. No, I think that was just the only one, but there are a few on my list still. So now we have this Crimea River sheet, just anything to mark sad days, sad events. I don't have a ton of like sad stickers because I don't really need to use them that much. I'm like kind of good at controlling my emotions now, but you know, sometimes it just happens, so I wanted to be able to mark that. They're pretty cute. And the board game night. I really like this one because it's like couples. I think I have a lot of like singular board game stickers, but I really wanted to get the like the couples version because obviously, you know, I'm in a committed relationship and we like board games a lot, so there you go. Obviously these are meant to represent specific board games. I'm guessing that's Monopoly. Don't know what that one is, let me know if you know. And then that one might be Risk, or I think that's the one that's like that. Let me know if it's not that one, but I feel like that's what it is. And then we have many more Monopolies. Monopoly is a board game that me and my friend group used to play a ton in high school, so I have good memories from that. Yeah, good memories. We never really got into many fights over that, but people do. So this one kind of goes along with the air conditioning sheet. This is the hot summer sheet, so same kind of vibes as in you're just too hot. I really like this one of like sitting in the fridge or the freezer, because like I literally want to do that every single time there's a heat wave. Like I contemplate doing this every single time. It's just so funny. And then there's a fan, and that's me all summer sitting just in front of the fan, just dying, and then me being too hot. I used to like try to sit on ice packs, except I had really crappy ice packs and they broke from me sitting on them. My friend Sage thinks it's the funniest thing ever that like I'm so thick I broke some ice packs, but like they were crappy quality, so it's not me. But yeah, I had to resort to that because it was just so dang hot, and all I had was a fan that like barely worked. It just blew the hot air around. So then randomly I have this Munchkin baby sheet. I didn't have the whole sheet of babies, and occasionally I guess there will be a need to mark a baby, so I just wanted to make sure I had these on hand for whatever particular reason. No babies really in my life right now. I did want to use this to mark, I think, when my friend's wife just had her baby late last year. So I will definitely use this to mark that. Although anything else, not really sure. So I also got the couch potato sheet. Why did I get this? I guess I just wanted more of like a watching TV sheet, because I don't have a ton of watching TV stickers, I don't think, that are not just like little TVs. But like, I don't know about the couch potato aspect of it, because like I'm not a couch potato. I do watch shows, but I'm not like a couch potato, so I don't know, but I'll just probably use them for watching TV. And of course I do like that there's a couples one too, because me and my boyfriend are watching The Mandalorian right now, and then next I think we want to watch WandaVision, so yeah, that'll be good for that. And then I got the elephant sheet. I think this was another one that like I kind of slept on before, but then was like reminded that I wanted it. I don't, like, why is there so much elephants going on recently? I don't even know. I feel like the craze started with Dumbo, and like it's continuing. Like everything's about elephants now. I don't even know why, but it's so funny. So why did I get this sheet? I don't even know, because how many times am I gonna mark Dumbo? Not that many. And what other things include elephants? I don't know. I mean, I know, I'm trying to think of like circus books and movies that are not Dumbo. The only one I can think of right now is Water for Elephants, which I actually did kind of like, I feel like. I think I have held on to that book when I read it as a kid, which was way too young to read that sort of book, but I've always that type to just read ahead. But yeah, like I'm sure there's more things that this would apply to. But yeah, I just thought the elephant stickers were really adorable. There's 2 versions of onesies, but then there's also just like really cute kind of cartoony elephants that are adorable. So just in case you need a whole sheet of elephants, there you go. I think there was like an owl's sheet too that I wanted, but no, I can't remember where that was or if I already bought it or not. I have no idea. It's probably on my list, so I just didn't have any use for it, so I didn't buy it. I did get the needles one, just to mark getting shots, and like mostly to mark flu shots in the past, although I'm not getting those anymore because I get the flu every single time I get the flu shots, and it is like the worst thing in all of life, so I hate it. I'm not falling for that scam anymore. I don't want to deal with that. But just anything else I would need a shot for, I guess, like a vaccination of any kind. I just wanted to have this to mark that. So there's that. And then I got Pool Day 2.0. I am trying to like kind of build up my collection of pool stickers. Not because I like really go to the pool, but in anticipation of so doing eventually, because my friends and boyfriend have talked about taking me to the pool at some point, so I'm just gonna kind of build up my collection of that. I'm not as opposed to it as I used to be. I'm not really a water person. I don't really like to swim all that much, but I don't know. I feel like as an adult where I can be expected to just chill and not be expected to like find a way to play as a kid in the pool, I feel like it would be much less stress. But yeah, so we'll see about that. But that is my kind of chunky order, a little bit of a chunk there from Once More with Love. And yeah, definitely not the last one, so keep an eye out for more sticker sheets from her in the future. And now we can get into Shine Sticker Studio. It has been like probably a year since I've placed an order from this shop as well, but there was a pretty good sale going on recently. I think it was 30% off. And so I decided just to go ahead and buy everything that I wanted, or almost everything that I wanted. So I took advantage of that, and I did. So it's a little bit of a chunky order. Not too chunky, but there's some stuff in there. I did also get this pin. Oh, let me just destroy that immediately. I drop things. That's the hallmark of my channel, is me just throwing things everywhere. But I did get this classic, like, Shine Sticker Studio pin of Luna and Star, the 2 kind of main characters, because, I do have my pin collection of Just basically like the most iconic pin from each shop that offers pins. Let me refocus that for you. But yeah, this was like the most classic like logo kind of pin from this shop that I saw, and it's really cute, so I'm gonna add that to my little pin collection. I was actually thinking the other day that I wish I had stickers to mark like my pins and reorganizing my pin collection and stuff like that. I don't think I've even shown y'all recently what it looks like, but I did show it once, I think. But yeah, if you know of any sticker sheets that could represent pins and reorganizing pins, let me know. I did recently request a sheet like that from Happy Daya, so there is one in her shop now, and I'm really excited about that. It's called the enamel pinboard sheet, I think. So I'll be using that for sure, but if you know of any others, let me know. Now let's get into it. So it looks like it did come with a little oops bag, which I was totally not expecting at all, so kind of excited to see what's in here. It's probably going to be, strictly speaking, a lot of stuff that I won't use. So this was part of the Black Friday special, it looks like. But I am just going to go ahead and look at it and we'll see, and I'll just destash anything that I won't use. So there's a little 2021 decal. I like that. I'll probably save that for sure and put that somewhere in a planner somewhere. Here we have this sheet. It looks like these are tabs, little bow tabs. Yeah, which are cute, but I don't use, well, obviously there are many bow tabs, duh, they have the name right on them, duh. But yeah, I don't really use bow tabs, so I will be destashing those. This one is Stars Wine O'Clock. I feel like I may have actually bought this sheet. I feel like I have at least one wine sheet from this shop. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like maybe I don't have this one though. But like I like this. Like this is on brand for me, so I will definitely be keeping this one. It's Wine O'Clock somewhere. I like this. I'm not sure where the oops is. Maybe it's just because of the cutting. The cutting is like a little bit off, yeah. But the actual stickers are fine. And they all come up fine, so yeah, I don't mind at all. Oh, I love this, making poor decisions. Oh, that cracks me up. I love that, so definitely keeping that one. These look like pages from kits that she's done. Ew, this is like a, how do you pronounce it? Vinyl. Like a, is it vinyl? This type of paper? The same type of paper as Cricut Paper Co., I think, and Wonton in a Million. I'm pretty sure it's vinyl and not vellum, although it's another thing that I confuse a lot. But yeah, so this looks like a sheet from probably like a Hobonichi kit, because I think she does a few kits for those types of like bullet journals or whatever. But yeah, I will be destashing this because I do not use that kind of planner. And then this one is for, I guess, a Valentine's Day kit. So these are super cute stickers as well. But I probably will not be using these either. But they are really cute. They're just like not my style necessarily. But I'm glad that I got a couple things out of there that I like. And the rest will be destash. So now for my actual order. Oh, I forget that she's one of the few shops that still does the physical loyalty card situation, so I do have a rewards card still from my first order, which was like probably 2 years ago at this point, but I'll be excited to finally add another sticker onto that. So this is the December freebie. We got our little New Year's girls with their 2021 shirts. Happy New Year as a script. I love this little hot cocoa mug that says hot cocoa and warm hugs. This little penguin. I feel like I have that penguin already on a sticker, probably also from Shine Sticker Studio. Mittens, and then another one of Star in the wine glass. It's super cute. And then a couple of snowflakes in there as well. So yes, love that freebie. A lot of useful stuff in there. And now for the actual order, I didn't reorganize this stuff, but I think it's already kind of in a particular order, so I think we can just go through it kind of straight. So I did pick up a few Animal Crossing sheets. She is actually really cool in that, okay, so they're kind of out of order, and that she has done like individual character sheets for like almost all of the Animal Crossing characters, I feel like. Including like some of the really kind of more obscure ones that you don't see on in other shops. Like every shop is doing Animal Crossing stickers now, but not every shop will include some of these more obscure characters that you will see in a second. I did not get every single character that she had. I probably will in the future, but for this particular order, I just got the ones that I A, am obsessed with as characters, or B, did not see in any other shops. So these are most of them, but not all of the Animal Crossing characters that she has. But I was just really excited by the selection. So if you're looking for the more obscure characters that you will see in a second, definitely check out Whimsical Studio. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into those. So first we have Celeste, obviously. She is the second owl character, next to Blathers, who, at least in the games that I've played, is in charge of the museum, and he's really fun. But I've always liked Celeste because of her kind of astronomy association. I remember in Wild World you could make your own constellations by talking to her, and I thought that was just the coolest thing ever, and you could actually see them in the sky on certain days, and I really wish that they would bring that back. I don't think that was a feature in any of the previous games, or any of the following games after Wild World, but it was probably my favorite part of that. So I just really like her association with that and all things celestial, so I wanted to pick up a sheet of her. So I guess Celeste Visited is just to mark when she comes to your town, because in New Horizons I think a lot of these characters are only infrequent visitors, at least at the beginning. So Make-A-Wish, I think there are shooting stars in the game, although I haven't played New Horizons yet really, so couldn't tell you exactly. And then meteor showers are I guess also a thing. So it's a lot of different ways to mark activities involving her. And then we have Gulliver. I feel like I have two versions of Gulliver. Yes, I do. So let's go over just the normal one first. Gulliver is like the little sailor pelican or whatever he is, who like washes up on the shore, at least in New Leaf, which is what I've played the most. And yeah, he'll send you souvenirs if you can guess based on his clues where he came from. So he was kind of super fun. It was always just really funny to see him like washed up on shore looking all drunk and everything. it was so funny to see that. So I guess this is like a task that you get to do with him in New Horizons, probably, whatever that means. I'm not gonna like spoil myself by looking that up. But yeah, you also just get to mark when you visited. And I guess this is another version of Gulliver called Gullivar, who I guess is a pirate version of Gulliver, and I really have no idea what you do with him either, but again, I'm not gonna spoil it for myself, but I just wanted to get both versions of him because he's a funny character to me. And then I got Mabel. I think I also got Sable in here. I am almost positive I did because I like them both equally. I like Mabel and Sable, and I don't like Label. Yep, so I got both of them. So these are like, these two and Label are the three sisters that are associated with like fashion stuff. So these two have the Able Sisters clothing shop, and then at least in New Leaf, Label had the accessories shop next door. I'm not really sure of her role in the new game, but that's kind of how I know her. But yeah, I really like Mabel and Sable. Mabel's just like really warm and welcoming and really sweet to talk to. She doesn't really have much of like a story that she tells you. That's more of a Sable thing, but I don't know, she's just like the face of the business, and she just makes me happy. Sable is like kind of a grump at first when you talk to her, but if you like bug her enough, she'll like eventually start opening up to you and being really friendly and like telling you about their past, and I just love that aspect. That's like literally my favorite aspect of the games, is that is finding out like their backstory just from bugging her and getting her to open up to you, and that's just a really fun element to me. So that's why I wanted both the Mabel and Sable characters. And we have Leaf. He is, I think, a sloth. He just looks really funny as like an Animal Crossing character as a sloth. He looks like a clown, but yeah, this is Leaf. He is in charge of all the gardening kind of stuff. I mostly know him from New Leaf, where if you don't play for a really long time, your town will fill up with weeds, and then he'll arrive when you log back in, and he will like set up a little timer for you to pick all the weeds in the town. So I see him pretty frequently because I don't play that frequently anymore, but yeah, it was always just really fun when he showed up, because I knew that meant it was weed picking time. But yeah, and he also has this little shop where he sells plants and seeds and gardening tools. So I'm not like a gardener in real life. I don't really like plants at all. Don't care for them. But in this game, I just think it's a really fun kind of aspect. So Oh, I guess you get to sell weeds in this game too, in New Horizons at least. So there you go, there's a use for them finally. So there's Leaf, and then here's Blathers, who I mentioned at the very beginning. And here's the primary owl character. And he runs a museum, and you can donate fossils to him, and at least in New Leaf you could donate pretty much anything else, like artwork and plants and animals. Or not plants, I think just animals to him as well. And he's like scared of bugs, which I think is really funny because he's an owl, like he should eat bugs. And then this is Pascal. He is a little, I think he's like an otter, I'm pretty sure. A sea otter. He's just out there swimming in the ocean, and I really love this aspect of the game also because I love going diving in the ocean. It's one of my favorite things, is going like deep diving in the ocean looking for shells. It's a feature that I really liked in New Leaf. And every now and then Pascal would just pop up as you were diving. If you found a scallop, then he would pop up and he would ask for it. I don't remember if he gave you anything in exchange for that. I'm not sure. But I always gave him a scallop, and I really like the fact that he would just like float around nearby for the whole rest of your diving trip. He would just float out like just outside the bounds of where you could actually swim, just kind of like teasing you, but always like within your sight. So I would just kind of like swim around with him and just kind of like watch him and pretend we were hanging out, and it was just super cute. So I have a lot of like fond memories of Pascal. So I guess in the new game you can trade in scallops to him, which I guess you could do in the old game too. So he's like kind of a character you won't see on too many sheets. Same with Wisp and Jack and Rover, honestly, like a lot of these. So I don't know anything about Wisp, except I think he's like a ghost. I really have not seen him in any previous games, although I think he was part of New Leaf, but I never saw him. I really don't know even how you would go about seeing him. Maybe he just randomly shows up, or like there's certain events where he has to show up, like there are to see Rossetti's like underground little HQ. So I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not going to read about it and spoil myself. I'm going to wait till I see him in the new game. But yeah, so there's a sheet on Wisp. And then Jack is the Halloween character. I think he's just a normal like villager with a jack-o'-lantern on his head, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I forget how exactly Halloween works, but there's a lot of candy pieces going around, and I think you like trade in candy pieces for furniture. I forget how you actually get the candy pieces, but I think you trade them in for the Halloween furniture collection. So there's a little Halloween event. And then Rover. I don't know if Rover actually has a role in the new game. I haven't like heard anything. I feel like he definitely does, but I don't remember what it was. In the previous games, I think he was just basically the guy who was like on the train with you as you initially came to your new town and became mayor and everything. He was like your introduction to the game a little bit, I think, if I recall correctly. But I assume because there's a sheet of him that he has a kind of a different role maybe in the newer game as well. So I'm kind of excited to see what that turns out to be. Again, no spoilers. But yeah, I feel like he's a character you wouldn't see on any other sheets really. And then Kix. Kix is a shoe guy, obviously, because his name is Kix, and you can buy shoes from him. Like, that's really all there is to say about it. And then Red. I like Red because he's kind of a little scammy, shady guy who, at least in New Leaf, he would have his little tent set up, and he would try to sell you artwork, and most of the artwork in his shop was, like, fake, and you would have to like be able to determine how it was fake and decide not to get it. But then one item in his shop was always the real item, so you'd have to pick out that one. And I always thought it was like a really fun game to do that. So yep, that's Red. I assume that he kind of works the same way in the new game, although I'm not entirely sure. And then KK Cider is of course the best because he puts on performances and he has a lot of great songs. My favorite song is Steep Hill, so if y'all have a favorite KK Cider song, let me know, but I'm just obsessed with Steep Hill. I have like a few, I have like a handful of KK Cider songs that I really love that I just kind of rotate through on my speakers in my New Leaf house, but Steep Hill is my favorite for sure. I just think it's really funny because he is like the one Animal Crossing character that like does not wear clothes and it's still completely normal. Like, have y'all noticed that? It's hilarious to me. And then lastly, I got Timmy and Tommy. I did not get Tom Nook. There's probably several others that I didn't get, like Sahara or anything, but I didn't get Tom Nook because I have a lot of Tom Nook stickers, but I did get Timmy and Tommy because I don't have a ton of them, but they are really cute. They are Tom Nook's, I think, nephews, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and they also help him, or at least in New Leaf, they helped him run the store. I think they pretty much ran it by themselves while Tom Nook handled, like, realty, I think. I forget. I'm pretty sure. He would help you with your house upgrades. But in the new game, I feel like they have a different role, but I'm not entirely sure again. Well, I guess you can still buy and sell stuff with them, so probably they also manage the shop. But yeah, I just wanted more stickers of them. So that is all the Animal Crossing characters. Not all of the ones in our shop again, but just the ones that I picked up. So there's quite a selection, as you can see. Okay, so now let's go over the non-Animal Crossing stickers from this order. So we have a few seasonal ones. We have this Pumpkin Patch one first. This was mostly because I didn't really have a lot of pumpkin patch stickers, and as I've said in many previous videos, I did go to a couple of pumpkin patches this past year, so I just wanted to have options when it came to marking that, and these would also be like really good deco for that spread, or really any fall spreads as well. That's what I like about Shine Sticker Studio sheets, is that some of the smaller ones would be good, just like character stickers to go in like boxes, but some of the bigger ones would just be really good deco, so it's good to have those kind of options. And then the other fall sheet I got was the candy apple sheet for obvious reasons, because I'm obsessed with candy apples. I really like this little dividers down here. And then the really tiny candy apples that could be used actually to mark eating candy apples. And then there's just some other random scripts around here as well. And then I got a couple Christmas ones as well. So this one is the Christmas cookies sheet. So it could be used for just any kind of Christmas baking, or gingerbread houses, or sugar cookies as well. I don't have a lot of Christmas sugar cookies stickers, so I'm excited for those. I like the cookie cutters as well. Those are really fun. And so then we have the Santa's worksheet. Not worksheet, Santa's workshop, sorry. Santa's workshop sheet. This is like an interesting color scheme. It's like definitely a different color scheme from this one. The colors are a lot darker, which I kind of like. It's like a dark teal and a dark red. But yeah, I just like this one because there are a lot of toys, and I don't have really like barely any toy stickers, but I feel like there are definitely times in my life where I need to mark toys, something to do with toys, so I just wanted to have this in my collection for that purpose. So we have dolls of this little train, which I love. I want a whole sheet of these little trains, because trains, especially around Christmas time, are my favorite thing in the world. Got a little teddy bear, rocking horse, Santa's sleigh, got little elves wrapping gifts, and this little set of bow dividers up there, and a little John of each ball and blocks, and everything else. So super duper cute. And then I got more just generic stickers. So we have one of wash hair. I didn't really have I don't have a ton of wash hair stickers. I feel like I have a good handful, but can always do with more, so I just wanted to throw this one in as well. And then I'll go over that one in a second. I also got these napping stickers because I really do not have a ton of napping stickers. I have a lot of generic sleep-related stickers, but not a ton to mark like actually taking naps or sleeping. I feel like I don't have nearly a big enough selection in terms of that, so I'm trying to pick up more where I see them. This is like a very specific color scheme that would be kind of tricky to use, I feel like, in a lot of situations. But when you have those like blues and purples, I feel like this would look really good. And again, I just want to have more variety in general, so there you go. Got a few scripts in there as well. And then got some cleaning stickers. These are pretty much the only two cleaning sheets that I ever buy from shops. So this is the vacuum sheet. A lot of scripts in there. And then a lot of little girls. I like how there's like two different moods, where you're happy to be vacuuming and then where you're really grumpy about it. So that can be pretty accurate, depending on the day. And then this is the washing dishes one, which is pretty much the only other thing I ever mark when it comes to cleaning, because these are the two versions of cleaning that I actually like doing. So yeah, again, there's two moods when doing dishes. And there's some bigger stickers down there, and then there's little plates and dishwashing soap as well. And then lastly, I got this sheet of fairies. I did already have her like an initial sheet of fairies, I had basically planned to get that to mark just anything involving fairies, like books or movies that I watch or read that have fairies in them, which are a lot, like Tinkerbell and such. And so I guess she came out with like a secondary fairies sheet, so I just had to pick this one up as well, so I have more variety. So I get fairies doing various activities like watering plants, swinging, and then also gardening. And there's a little caterpillar on some mushrooms, which are super cute, and there's like flowers and butterflies and everything else too. This is like the garden fairy sheet. So I just thought that was really cute, had to throw that in. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything from Whimsical Studio. She does come out with quite a lot of good stuff. I feel like she's mostly focusing on kits more than like character stickers, which is why I can go so long without buying that many, but I'm glad I did like pick up everything that I was missing out on from the year. And I guess she does keep her stuff in shop for quite a while, so I was able to do that. So yeah, that is everything from the shop and for this section, so let's go ahead and get into the next one. Alright guys, so I've got quite a smattering of stuff for this next bit, or I guess rest of the haul, depending on how much I can cram in here. I've got some washi, some foil, a couple kits, and a lot of characters for the first time in forever, so we'll see how much I can get through. As usual, I'm going to start with the smallest orders first, so that will leave the characters for last. Those might be saved for the next haul, we'll see. So I'm going to start with Simply Gilded. I did get a tiny order in. This was from the, I don't want to say February release, but like the Valentine's Day release. I barely picked up anything really. I guess I picked up these 3 from the actual release, and then the January gem of the month. I typically always get the gem of the month. I also typically pick up any tape that is just solid foil backgrounds with white bows or black bows or whatever she wants to do. And I will always pick up a juniper. So here I have the newest juniper plush. I've now decided I'm going to collect all of them. I do have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 of the other ones. I missed the like Hawaii one, whatever that one was, the limited one. That's long gone. I missed that one, but I've got all the others so far. So this is the newest one, adding to that collection. This is the Purple Passion Juniper. So she is this gorgeous deep brown color with a bright purple dress with a gold bow on it. It's super cute. I love her. So we've got 2, well, I have 2 white junipers. The last one was, I think, gray. I may have said it was light brown, but compared to this, which is actual brown, I think that other one was gray. Let me bring it out. Like, that's gray, right? But you can like kind of see how like on its own you could possibly consider it light brown, because it's like a really warm gray. I'm not even sure, like there probably was in the listing what color she was, but I have no idea. So I'm just gonna say that she's gray and she's brown. So we have 3 unique colors of junipers so far, so they are gonna hang out on my shelf with the rest of them. I just think they're so cute. I know I said that the next time I got a juniper, I would get 2 and give 1 to Anastasia, my snake, because I love buying her little plushies that are just her size, which is that size. But I think I'm going to do that with like a more special one. Like there was a really cool like winter one that I just got that had like a little coat on it and everything, so I want to get her like a special one. So we'll see if any other ones that come out have like fun accessories. Anyways, so that was that. I didn't even go over the freebies. I'm like jumping into it. I just was excited about this, the plushie. So here we have our usual bow seal freebie. I love these. So this is hollow foil, which is super fun, and this like nice like peachy orange color. So I always save those. I think this is the first one I've gotten with hollow foil actually. It's like super striking. Love those for sending out Happy Mail. This is the sampler freebie. She's still doing the heart icons. And then we have a full box with the lip print. I think this is rose gold foil, I want to say, over this like nice pink background. But I do put these pretty much straight into D-stash because I don't typically use anything on those. Now this is fun. I think this is also a freebie. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, so this is not on my invoice, so this is a freebie too, so that's super fun. I don't know if it was like the first X amount of orders or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure one of y'all will know and y'all will correct me, but I like this set of like, they're not, are they bow seals? Are they on clear? I feel like the feel of the paper indicates they're unclear. Yes, I was right, they are unclear. So they are kind of like bow seals, I guess, huh? Right? They're just like a really cool, like, almost inverted design with no outlines. Yeah, the foil is on the middle. So that's kind of a fun design for bow seals with this like super sequiny gold foil. That's really unique. I want to use that for like, I would say like New Year's cards, but you don't send out cards for New Year's, do you really? You kind of just include that in your Christmas cards. Well, I'll use these for my Christmas cards then. I mean, they kind of match that, don't they? That like Christmas party kind of vibe. I don't know, I could dig that. I'm gonna put those with my bow seals. And then the journaling card is that same lip print. It is like this pinkish color on red. That was one thing I don't like about this collection, and that's why I didn't get so many of the tapes, was because she did so much like red on like a different shade of red, or pink on red, or like things that like I would consider to be clashing color schemes. Like I wasn't into a lot of it, like just, you know, stuff like this where it's like those colors don't go together. Why are you making that choice? What am I going to use this with? I mean, maybe there's some Valentine's Day kits out there that involve many different shades of pink and red, and maybe they can look good, but like, I don't know, on a washi tape, it's like, I look at that and I think, ew, it's ugly, I don't want to use that. It's clashing colors. Like, I'm very particular about that. Let me know if you were into that kind of thing and you bought some of those tapes, because I feel like I might be alone in that and thinking that's just, the colors are too close, it doesn't look good. But I don't know, that could just be me being particular. Anyways, let's get into the actual tape. So we'll start with the gem of the month with, I can't speak, obviously. Getting too excited thinking about color schemes, which do excite me. So this is January's gem of the month, which is garnet. I do not know gemstones. I have no clue. I think mine, being born in September, I think mine is sapphire, which I think is blue, but all of those are a guess. I could be way off. I'm sure somebody will correct me. That's like a given in any of my hauls, or videos in general, I guess, but I think mine is sapphire. So I guess January is garnet. Well, maybe this will tell me actually. Maybe these are like actually themed on what they are supposed to be, like your birthstone. I just now realized that. Is that even true? Am I just making stuff up? Just when you watch my videos, just know that like 100% of what I say could be like a made up thing. Like I just say things with no research, like at all, ever. So, garnet, January. This looks like almost like a, I want to say raspberry, but it's not, because that's raspberry. So maybe boysenberry. I don't know berries either. I'm making that up too. But it's like a deeper red, like kind of almost maroon, but like still definitely red. I don't know, it looks like a berry color, but I guess it's garnet. So if you know the color of garnet, that's supposed to be this. I say as somebody who has no freaking clue what garnet even is. I don't even think I've seen a garnet in real. I don't know what garnet is. Anyways, it is pretty, this like deep red. And I do love, as usual, the shattered glass gemstone effect. We get our 15mm, 10mm, and 5mm as per usual. I love collecting the 5mm. And they do have white bows. So I do love this color combo. Not too sure how many kits it's going to go with that use this like dark red, but I feel like it's more common than some other colors could be. Like this might be more common than like mint green per se. I don't know, I feel like I could make it work. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna collect all of them anyway. I'm gonna be collecting all of the gems. I just love them. I love any like solid foil color tape. Speaking of which, I did pick up the raspberry as well. This was, I believe, part of the Valentine's Day release. So we have this nice bright raspberry foil. It's like a matte foil, so there's no shimmery overlays or anything like that. No sparkle effects. It's just your plain standard raspberry foil with the white bows. Red and white looks very good together. I'm sure both of these colors of red will have their times and places in spreads. There's definitely a lot that I feel like this would go with. I mean, considering how many kits I have, and you'll have, I don't even know if you would have like a good idea. I said I had 100 kits, which I do have hundreds of kits. I have many hundreds, but I don't know. I don't think I've like really shown you how many it is. I will in the future. I'm gonna do a video on all my kits, or maybe probably several videos on all of my kits. I need new binders so badly. But based on how many I have, like I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a kit in my collection for all of my washi tapes, which is not that many. My kit collection is huge, my washi tape collection is very small. So I feel like I probably have enough kits to match all of my washis some way or another. So I'm not terribly worried about that, but I do want to continue collecting all the solid foil washi tapes. So these two are also from the collection, but these are, well, this one isn't foiled at all. This one is the hot pink Spirit with black bows. Why is it called Spirit? Oh, you know why? I just realized it when I was looking at the actual roll itself. It does have that kind of almost hollow overlay. Like you can see just the faintest bit of that rainbow right there, but it's like, it's the most subtle thing. It's not like the hollow overlay I feel like you can see on other tapes maybe. It's very subtle. So I'm assuming that's why it's called Spirit. Although again, could be just making this up. Could be a complete lie. That's what I'm gonna assume though, because this is like, it is a special tape. So there's no foil, but there is that nice little, very faint rainbow overlay is what I'm seeing here. So it is this nice, bright kind of candy pink color. It says hot pink, but I think it's a little bit lighter than hot pink, if you ask me. I don't know. I mean, shades of pink. That's another thing tricky to tell apart, but I don't know. I consider hot pink to be a little brighter. Like, you know, the Barbie kit from SPC, that's like hot pink. This is a little bit lighter than that, I feel like. This is more like a Barbie pink, ironically. They are switched in my mind, but yeah, that's just what I feel about this color. And then we have black bows. I don't know. I feel like I missed it when she had foils for these tapes, but I don't know how good this color would look with any foil. Maybe gold, no, maybe silver would probably be the best one instead of like black or white. I don't like that she's doing just the black and white bows. I missed the foil bows, but maybe it would interfere with the spirit effect. So, you know, maybe she's got thinking behind that. But again, there's gonna be kits where this will go. Like maybe this even does go with the Barbie kit, because the Barbie kit is black and pink, like a bright pink. I don't know if this is the exact shade. I will compare it later because I do have that kit. But the black and pink I feel like will come up. So this may be useful for one or two kits, but it'll be useful. And then this last one I was more excited about when I saw in the listing than in real life. I didn't realize like kind of how, I guess, scratchy, low quality the design would be. But I'm okay with it because I really like the theme and I like the idea of it. So this is the Queen of Hearts Fairy Tale Floral with red foil. Now if you know anything about me, you know that Alice in Wonderland is my favorite thing in the whole world, and I love to buy things themed on Alice in Wonderland. Just really anything, but pretty much all the planner stuff I see, stickers, tapes, what have you, I will always try to pick up anything in Alice in Wonderland themes. So when I saw this was Queen of Hearts and I saw that it was like this grayish, almost monotone color scheme with red foil, I was like, I want that, especially because it's like gray, but then there's some like red flowers in there, and you know, that whole scene from the movie, Painting the Roses Red, I love that so much. Like I get that song stuck in my head, honestly. And I actually made a when I was binding my own notebooks, which I should get back into because I think they were really good. I designed a notebook cover where I made 3D white paper flowers, and I like painted them partially red to match that. I think that's such a funny idea. It's just one of those whimsical things about Alice in Wonderland that I really love. So when I saw that this tape was essentially themed on that, I got really excited. So it is a pretty low quality tape. Like what you see on the screen is what you get. Like I know I'm like kind of holding it close to the camera, so you can see much more detail on my fingers than you can on this tape, and that's how it is in real life, which is fine. It's probably going to be more of a deco tape than a spread tape anyway, which is a-okay because people are going to glance at it and then throw away the wrapping and never see it again, and that's what it's for. But I do just like owning something that has this theme. So the red flowers are really, really pretty, and there's little tiny red heart confettis throughout there too. So it's a really cool idea, and I like that it's like in grayscale. It's kind of unique. It's a unique idea. So that I think is everything from Simply Gilded. I love how I managed to stretch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, only 8 little tapes into like practically 15 minutes of talking. I guess I'm in a talking mood today, which is good because I wasn't in my previous video. I don't know if y'all noticed, but normally talking about 21 kits would have taken me a lot longer, like at least 2 hours, but I didn't even make it to 2 hours. So I know it's sad. I'm gonna try to get myself into a talking mood when I do the 36 kit video. Alright, so next we're going to go into Sadie stickers. As usual, this is a $2 Tuesday. I think the only $2 Tuesday that I've skipped lately was the lace one. And like, I keep catching myself trying to give myself FOMO. Or like my brain will be trying to give me FOMO every time I like glance at it. But honestly, I'm not going to have really a use for all that lace foil. I don't have any kits that are lacy like at all. And I can't think of, you know, how else I would use it. It's not really like an anytime kind of design. It's like the, like that really kind of fancy Victorian collection that she came out with that went with the Carol kit. I don't even know how to describe that. There's a particular design, but it went very well with the Carol kit. It's like that. It's like I would have to have a specific kit or like kit genre that would go with in order for me to get it. But I don't have any lace kits at all, so I didn't really pick it up. But going forward, I've been pretty much enjoying everything. So we have the St. Patrick's Day collection right now. I did get the Easter collection too, so that will be next. I'm actually curious what she's going to come up with after that, because that would be thinking too far ahead to go into like 4th of July foil already, right? So she's probably going to do kind of generic thing next. I don't know. Let's talk about the St. Patty's Day stuff. So I did get this only in gold because, like I said, my St. Patty's Day foil colors are green and gold, and as she does not have green, I got it in gold, so it's kind of easier on my wallet that way. I did pick up almost everything, but not everything. She usually includes, I think, date dots also in her collections. I do not get those because, I don't know, they look weird to me. Like, themed date dots over a specific collection. I don't know. I like plain date dots. I'm weird, but yeah, because I want to be able to see the number. Like, that's the whole point of it for me. Like, if you decorate them with little shamrocks, like I can't really see the number that well, and it just looks like another piece of deco in a weird place. So another like hot take that's like probably just my own opinion, nobody else's. But anyway, I did get most of the collection as usual. So we have little hanging shamrocks. I almost said shinging hangrocks because I'm still trying to switch my letters around. I'm still like stumbling over my speech. I'm like talking too fast, but it's funny because I didn't even have an extra cup of coffee today. I only had one this morning, but clearly I put a lot of caffeine in there because it's still going. So I love these little like hanging designs. I don't even think I've used any yet. Like, I get them in every collection that they're offered in, like the little individual ones, because I think it would be so fun to just like customize where you put them in a box and like make sure they're not covering a specific important part of the clip art, and like you could be so creative with these. I love basically foil elements that are like build your own foil design. Like, I love that so much. Like, I know that sticker kits are meant to decorate planners, but like foil is meant to decorate sticker kits, and I love decorating. Like, the artistic part of planning is why I plan the way, you know, decoratively the way I do, the way I like it so much, is because I have the creativity to like make it a work of art. So I love these like intricate, detailed, tiny little kind of do-it-yourself elements. So again, I haven't used any of this type yet, but I'm just gonna go ham when I do. I should have gotten more than one sheet, honestly. I'm just trying to check the cut lines because I thought they were a little bit off, and they are kind of listing right. They're listing right, but I'm not seeing any foil left behind on the backing sheet, so I'm gonna give it a pass because, again, the paper is clear. It's not gonna matter. Let me just check the bottom one though, because I'm not so sure. Okay, it's all right. I mean, I have a silhouette. I know how impossible it is to cut these things. Does she get this manufactured, though? There's no way this would pass if this was manufactured. I don't know, does she? Because, like, this is how most of my sheets look when they are cut on my silhouette. They're always listing a little bit one way or the other, and I basically have to say, you know what, that we're just going to have to leave it like that, because I can't be throwing away 90% of my sheets. So, it's fine. And then we have a couple options for headers. So we have this shamrock confetti, 2 sizes of shamrocks and little confetti dots throughout. Nice and subtle. Again, something that would get lost in the glitter headers, as I've said many times in previous hauls. Tiny little designs like this. So I do intend to build up a collection of like solid color headers, like not glitter headers, just solid color. So let me know if you know of any shops that have those. I feel like, who does? I think the Crafty Banana does. I think Stella Bow Sticker Co. has like some way to like customize that sort of thing. I think Crest Press used to before she just took it out of her shop, and I was so mad because I wanted them. But let me know if you know of any other shops where I could get those from. And then we have these bigger shamrocks, which these are the ones I would be okay using over glitter headers, because these are going to still see the shamrock design. Then we have tiny little deco shamrocks. I also love tiny little deco because of your ability to put it basically anywhere, wherever you see fit. You could put it in half boxes, you could put it in full boxes over the clip art, you could decorate character stickers with it, put a little shamrock in their hair. You could put it in the top with all the tiny deco. I put foil deco in the top all the time. Put it in the sidebar, put it anywhere. You could put tiny deco anywhere and it looks good. I should have gotten 2 sheets. So here we have the hanging shamrock full box overlays. So these are like not customizable, they're already predetermined to be the size. I'm a little bit worried about how low they're hanging. They're hanging halfway through the full box, so it's going to cover a lot of the clip art. So if you have like a person and their silhouette is like going that way, it's going to cover their face. So that's what I'm a little worried about. But I feel like there could be a time and place for this, possibly. You could put it over like a pattern full box. I don't know. I wanted to get it just to play around with it because there's going to be a time and place. These, I'm a little worried about these full box overlays too, for the same reason. They are very bulky and they're covering a lot of ground, a lot more ground than I'm comfortable with. This one might be okay with the fashion girl. This one, no. This one is definitely going to be like a flat lay. And then the same. I do like the alternating corners though. That is important to me. Because there are some boxes where definitely these 2 corners work better than these 2 for covering stuff up. But yeah, again, I've just got these just to have options to play around. Okay, cool. So I did, oh, nice. So I got these as bougie boxes. These are full box overlays that are essentially just full cover confetti boxes. Now these are always marketed as overlays. I found shops tend to do this, but like, come on, these are bougie boxes. So of course I got the full 16. I feel like I do typically use more than 16 bougie boxes in a spread though. Like, you know me, I go extender happy. I use so many extenders that it just, I need more. But with themed spreads like this, I feel like I've said this before too, I'm okay with either just like a smattering of themed bougie boxes and then mostly confetti, or in this case it's going to be mostly themed bougie boxes but then like some confetti. Like, I'm okay with having it mixed because I feel like as long as you have at least some themed boxes, you get the gist of that. Like, there's like, if you spread them out, you get that little bit of shamrock poking out behind the half box here and there, and you get the idea. But like, it doesn't have to be so pervasive, if you know what I mean. So I might even just use 8. I might use one bougie box per day, and just leave the rest as confetti. I might do that. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, and then just have enough for 2 spreads. We'll see how I feel. I did get certainly enough bottom washi to last me several spreads. So we do have the full-size bottom washi shamrock confetti. It does cover most of the design, as you can see. And then we have the full-size larger just scattered shamrocks, and this does cover the entire design. And then if you're splitting in half using a 15mm strip, then you have these tiny ones right here. So these are both, I think, 15mm height. So there you go. That is most of these Sadie stickers St. Patty's Day collection in gold foil. I don't know, I feel like you could maybe get away with getting this in silver too. I feel like there's some St. Patty's Day kits that would look good with silver foil. But it's St. Patty's Day, you gotta go gold. I don't know. Let me know if you pick this up in any other foil. And let me know what kit you intend to use it with. Super curious about that. So, that is Sadie Stickers $2 Tuesday. Now let's get into some kit action. So I am going to start with Glam Planner. Now you'll notice, since I am at sticker 0 with a lot of shops, actually I think I'm at sticker 0 with all of my kit shops now except Paper Candy Art. I still need like 10 kits from her shop, so I'm kind of waiting on that. But all the other shops I'm at sticker 0 with, which means that I have bought everything I want from that shop currently. So there's not going to be many big orders coming up. So I may get a couple kits here and there from Glam Planner per month, from SBC per month, but it's not, you're not going to see many of those 21 kit orders anymore. Not so much. So just kind of be prepared for that. I know it's kind of a bit of a disappointment, but you never know. I'm probably going to discover some kit shop in the future, like a new kit shop that has a really good format that I really like, and I may do that then. But right now it's going to be a little bit here and there. So I do have just one kit from Glam Planner. She has come out with a couple kits since that I want. The St. Patty's Day kit, the Easter, both of those exclusive kits. I do want those very much. Any Disney princess or princess adjacent kits, I do want. Odette just came out, so there's at least 3 sitting in her shop that I do want, but I am gonna wait on those probably for a month from the St. Patty's Day release. I'm gonna try to buy like maybe once a month and just kind of bundle it up so I know how much it is, how much I'm spending, and I can kind of budget for that a little bit, because I am trying to budget now a little bit better than I was before. So we're gonna see how that goes. But I did want this Anya kit. Not Anya. Is it called Anya? I think it's called Anya. I did want this kit right away because I think it was like the only thing that I wanted that week, or I don't know. I think I was worried about it running out because it was a princess adjacent kit, and I know those go fast. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about the fact that I got more add-ons for Celestial Celebration. I remember speaking about this in my haul. I did get the glitch kit, which meant that I had to get some of the add-ons at a later date, but there weren't all of the ones available at that time, and I like didn't even realize that there were these others. Like, I don't know, I guess I just forgot about glitter headers for a sec. But I only got the label sampler, the fan boxes. I think I got the right color fan boxes. Possibly. And then I got the extra boxes here. But I neglected to get, because they were not in the shop at the time, the glitter headers. So here are those. The double box. This gorgeous scene of, I don't even know what that's called. It's some kind of building with like clear glass walls for the front. That looks so cool. I don't know. I'm guessing inside this building is where this whole celebration is taking place, possibly. That looks really cool. I don't know. I love her double box scenes. So there's the double box scene. And then these tall fashion girls. I love these too. Look at this outfit. The girl is so pretty. This is from that, I think, the custom artist. No. Is it from? No. But I mean, it looks like the same style, right? As for custom artist, who knows? I don't know. But I really like this style of fashion girl, like this style of drawing people. And I love the outfit. So that one looks a lot like me, so I'm probably going to be using that one. But the others are so pretty. I save all my fashion girls that I don't use with the intention, quote unquote, of like Frankensteining them into a spread somehow that they don't obviously go with, but who knows if I'm actually going to do that. I want to use them on something. So I got the extras for that. I did pick up 5 extra double box extenders. I do try to have enough double box extenders for each double box that I have. So I do have a few extra at this point, just in case. I know I'm probably not going to use one for every single one, although I probably will try at least. But yeah, I just wanted to have enough of these. I could probably make them myself, because they're just, you know, white sticker paper, but it's just so much easier to buy them, and they're 75 cents each. I don't want to have to struggle with my silhouette just for those. So there's that, and then here is Anya. It's the Anastasia kit. I think it's called Anya because that was like the name she went by, but I haven't seen the movie in so long, I really don't know. But I'm assuming. Again, let me know if I'm wrong, because I make up stuff all the time and I get away with it because nobody corrects me. I mean, some of y'all do. Some of y'all are really good, but other stuff that I'm just spouting out, I'm just like believing. So Anastasia holds a special place in my heart because it is the name of my snake. I named her, I've said this a million times, so apologies if you already know, but I did name my snake after this Anastasia and Cinderella's stepsister, Anastasia, who has a pretty cool redemption arc, and I really like her. For no particular reason that I really like those princesses, I just really like that name. And I do love the Anastasia movie. I think it's like definitely a Disney movie. It was made by Fox, but it's like a very Disney princess movie. So I don't know, I feel like it should be included in the canon. So I am glad, I'm so glad and excited that Elle had this commission to be part of her princess line. And so she's doing Odette also, which is, I don't even know if The Swan Princess it was a Disney movie. It's not a Disney property for sure, but I think Disney did like a version of the movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I feel like that might be true. But like I love that she's doing more Disney princess adjacent princesses. Although I think she's supposed to do Aladdin, doesn't she? She's supposed to do Jasmine. I hadn't even remembered that until I saw somebody's comment on Facebook, but she should have done that before moving on to these, honestly. But like I'm so excited to see what is next, like because she's doing, you know, Disney adjacent properties now. Like what else is gonna be next that I'm not thinking of? So I'm like super psyched about that. I'm excited to see where this collection goes. But right now, here we have Anastasia. Again, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to explain to you. I do know that she's like a hidden Russian princess who, like, I don't know, goes into hiding at some point when she's young, maybe because her family was like hunted down or something. And so this is the story of her journey to like reclaim her title, like publicly. Like these two guys, I guess, kind of discover her and then like try to bring her back to royalty or whatever. And of course there's like a love story. So I think this is the guy that she falls in love with, and then that's her in her in hiding outfit. I'm guessing this is the royal portrait of her family. I don't know who this dog is. Maybe this is her dog. Or maybe it's his dog. I don't know, but that's the ugliest dog I've ever seen. I mean, I'm not a dog person to begin with, but like there's some dogs I like. That is not one of them. I'm worried about dogs and kids. Like a lot of the time I do not like dogs and kids, but I will always like a cat and a kit. Here we have a little music box. I feel like that has significance, but I can't quite remember. I need to rewatch this movie, like for sure. Is that a Russian circus ticket? I really have no idea where that comes into play, but I'm sure it did. So there's a little map of Russia too. And there's a double box ballroom scene. I remember the song Once Upon a December because that song gets stuck in my head all the time. I love that song. I'm obsessed with that song. So I'm assuming it plays during some ballroom dance scene. Like that's what that must be, right? I would assume. So then we have our full box checklists. Our 2 extra boxes are a signpost to a fisherman's village in St. Petersburg. And then there's a clothing flat lay, of course. Love those gloves. Actually, I love that whole outfit. I wish there was like a full box of her wearing that. Anyways, there's more functionals. This is the new format. So we have a tiny bit of deco, more scripts than deco, unfortunately. We have some washi, labels, headers, and such. Little things, icons, unfortunately. And then her weird style of like triple bottom washi and date covers. I don't really like this page. But that's okay, because I love the full boxes. And then we have the label sampler. We have the glitter headers, which I remembered this time. Just kidding, I think they were included. We have our double box scene. Oh, I'm guessing that's like the Russian palace. Oh, I love buildings. I love double box buildings. And Elle's shop, Glam Planner, is magnificent for that type of box. Like, I could just collect all of these, put them in a patchwork quilt, and then put them on my wall. And then we have the double box scene of a train. Trains are also my favorite things in all existence, so I'm super happy that we have one in a double box scene. Oh my god, I love trains. I'm assuming there's a train somewhere in the movie. Another reason for me to rewatch it. Like, why am I not doing that? I don't know. I'm missing out. I'm gonna have to. I'll add it to my list. Okay, so I think we just have enough time for one more kit, and this is the ScribblePrintsCo February mystery for this year, 2021. I apologize, I did not say spoilers for February mystery, but I feel like probably most of y'all have gotten it by now. I usually film my hauls like way in advance, but this is like not really in advance, so oopsie. But like it's so pretty, let's just talk about it. So I like, okay, so the thing about this kit with me is I like the colors and I like the theme, but I don't necessarily, I'm not a huge fan necessarily of these colors with this theme. So it is like a reading cafe theme, which I love. I love books and cafes and reading in cafes. Like that's my dream. And I love these pinks and purples and this particular shade of green. Love it so much. But I don't know, they don't really go for me. When I think of these colors, I think of like springtime, maybe spring cleaning, maybe even like Valentine's Day, stuff like that. Pinks and purples. That's what I'm getting for that. When I think of books, I think of like browns, maybe some like darker greens, beiges. I don't know, that's really what I think of. Maybe even blues, if you will. So I don't know. This is like interesting for me because it's like, it's two things I don't really think would go. And like, this is not the first time I've said this. Jess, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I like tend to pick on your like color palettes a lot, and like, I don't know, it's just a weird thing with me. It's like I still love this kit. I'm still gonna use it for sure. I'm like all about it, but I don't know. It's just a little thing that I noticed because like I'm like weirdly picky about colors and stuff. So I don't know. Again, it's just an interesting choice. It's still really lovely, and it's a lovely kit, and it is, you know, for springtime. I feel like there's like flowers in this kit. It could be like a springtime reading kit. So if I think about it that way, I think like I can reconcile it in my mind a little better. I like that girl. Her hair is really cool. And the big round glasses. Ooh, I feel like that'd be a good look on me. Like I should do that, right? I like the circular lens or frames. Like I'm one of those people that like circular frames work with me. And my old sunglasses were circular frames, but my backpack just got stolen last week and my sunglasses were lost in there. And it was really sad because those were like thick black circular frames. But when you look on like online for circular frame sunglasses, they're all like the really thin like wire frames, like the John Lennon glasses, and I don't know, I don't like those as much, so it's kind of a sad loss. I'll keep looking. I feel like I could still pull off the wire frames too. I don't know, but those are like actual glasses, not sunglasses. I don't know, it's an interesting thing that I should probably try to experiment with. So there's reading glasses there. I got a little book going on. What book is it? There's No One Left. When Mary something, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to read that tiny font because I already know I don't know what book it is, but I'm curious about what book it is. There's a delicious looking croissant right there. I love that. Got the latte, of course. Is that a tiny little sunflower I see? Ooh, my planner bestie Sage would be all about that. It's like, where's Waldo? Spot the sunflower in this kit. Then we have our stack of books right here in the window with the roses. Love that. That is not the proper position for a book. That is going to be damaging to the spine. I'm one of those people, yeah. Then we have our cute little heart chairs outside of the little book cafe there. We have like a tiny little tea house in downtown Santa Cruz where I live, like a little tiny hidden tea house that I think has like a little library in it, and I think board games too, because you're not allowed to have your phone in there. So I want to like go and like take advantage of that at some point. I have gone and just sat there just really thinking and not doing nothing, but I want to like maybe bring a book or something. Then we have a clothing flat lay, cozy little sweater there, and then we have over here a nice giant bouquet. Do you say bouquet or bouquet? I don't know, because I speak a little bit of French, so I tend to say bouquet. But I feel like a lot of people say bouquet. I don't know. Let me know what you say. And we have a yummy looking drink right there and a giant pink bag behind that. That would almost be like my style of bag if it was black. I tend to always go for the black bags because they go with everything. And then we have our double box scene here, which looks like a cozy little reading nook inside like a little library. It looks almost like it's in like a camper van, like an RV or something. Like that's what I would assume this is. I forget if that was ever mentioned that that's what that was, but like the shape of the interior looks like that's what that was. I'm trying to see if I can read like more of the titles on here. Looks like some books are on plants and flowers, vegetables, gardening. Yep. So that's pretty on brand. Flowers, gardens, yeah. It's so fun. I'm sorry, I'm like scrutinizing the titles and everything. I love finding like small details like that. So I love that all the books are like on brand for the kit. So love that. And then we have our tall box. I love that Andrea did this with formatting where she just like made these two full boxes like into tall boxes, because I know she has extra full boxes later in the kit, but like this is like this built-in tall box is like, I love it. So it is, I think, the exterior of the little book cafe. You know what? Maybe this isn't a van. Maybe this is like the attic of the cafe. I just realized that. I'm sorry, I'm like slow and I'm trying to figure out like layouts and floor plans here, but like that looks like maybe the little attic of this cafe, because this is clearly our setting for this kit. So this is the exterior with those gorgeous flowers on the outside. I kind of like the effect where like the floral aspects are a little bit blurred, whereas the building is like in sharper focus. That's like a photography kind of effect that she's recreating in the clip art. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. This I could kind of get behind because it's also just kind of throughout the rest of the kit, so it's okay. It's not like too distracting. And then we have some boxes. I love the patterns going on here as usual. I always say that, I feel like. Then we have some deco over here, a nice mix of big and small deco. I love that there's the bagel there, because I don't think the bagel is anywhere else in the kit that I can remember, but I do love bagels and cream cheese. So we have Little Women, Sense and Sensibility. Have I read either of those books? No. Do I want to? Yes. Okay, good. So there's Jane Eyre. I have read and enjoyed that one, so I feel a little bit better about myself. I definitely have to read Little Women. I don't know why I haven't read that, because I have to watch the movie too. Anyways, more functional stuff on that page. We have removing marquees, headers, and glitter headers included in the kit. Got some rounded boxes right here, layering elements, and little tiny cutout icons. Those were brought back for this format. Then we have our plain labels and boxes page, and then we have our patterned boxes and labels page. Love this edition. I still have to use the kit in this format, but I feel like I'm gonna get super into it. And then we have our bottom washi, this cute little star pattern, our date covers, and I guess our 10th box. So then we have our 2 extra full boxes on this page with even more boxes. So we have our 2 extra full boxes. Oh, we have even more. So we have 2 extra full boxes, which are Fashion Girls. Love this girl's hair. I don't know, I love hair that is light enough where you can see every individual strand. I think it's such a cool, realistic look. And then we have another Fashion Girl right here, kind of an alternative for this one, but she's clearly a different girl. Of course, knowing me, I'll try to use both. And then we have our little 5th color sampler. I've explained the whole 5th color element in previous hauls, I feel like. But yeah, it's a color that's not one of the main 4 colors, but is also kind of present in the full boxes that she just wants to include a little sampler in. I love that. And then lastly, we have our, I think, mystery kit page, where we have our 4 extra full boxes. I guess these are like the Fashion Girls that you would normally buy separately with an ultimate kit. So we do have the 3 books that I mentioned in the deco. I love that those are all on flat lays and the bagel, so it's all there. That's good. Got our little planner, of course, just cause. And then our alternate skin tone and hair color boxes for the 2 that were included in the kit. And then, of course, some more. What size are these? I feel like these are just squared off quarter boxes. And then a 15mm strip as well. Very nice. So yeah, I mean, the more I look at it, the more I love the color scheme. It's just like unusual for me to see it with like a book theme. So let's go into the foil. So these are her new style foil bundles, which I'm kind of into. So what pattern, what style is this? We have Stars and Moons. Interesting choice for this kit specifically. I wouldn't necessarily put these 2 together. I don't know about honestly, I think I had already made the decision when I watched the reveal video that I was going to keep this separate, because I have a crap ton of pink and purple foil bundles and one of them is just begging to be used with this kit, or even hollow. Like, I feel like I might even mix hollow into it, and this is sparkly hollow, but I want to use a pink and purple bundle because they need to be used. I have too many that need to be used, so yeah, I'm gonna have to find one of those to work with this. But let me just go over the foil bundle separately so you can see what this is. It is Stars and Moons, which, you know, would go with the Celestial kit a little better, I think. So gonna hold on to that for that purpose. We have 6 full box overlays in various designs. I like the variety there. And then we have our headers right here. How many headers are there? I don't know, but we do have a whole nother page. We have another page of both. Is this just a mystery kit foil bundle style? I feel like the answer to that is yes. But let me count the headers just so I'm sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, there's only 15, so it's probably both, because you can't do a whole spread with only 15 headers. Well, it's nice that you get 12 full box overlays, let me tell you that. As long as you're, along with your, that's what I was trying to say, along with your 2 bougie box pages as well. So there's 16 bougie boxes here. As I said, it's not really enough for a full spread for me, but it's enough to suggest the style. You can really see the sparkly hollow in there. Is this sparkly hollow or is it mixed with something? No, it really looks like it's just sparkly hollow. So yep, gorgeous sparkly hollow bougie boxes. Honestly, when they're in bougie form, it's really hard to tell the difference between sparkly hollow and hollow. Well, I mean, maybe not so much on the sheet, but like in a spread, I feel like it'd be really hard to tell. And then you have your script and icon page. I always feel like guilted into using icons when I use foil bundles because they all have icons, and I would never use icons otherwise. But I don't know, I feel like A, you kind of have to because they take up a good chunk of the bundle that you're paying for, and B, it is also just a nice way to add more of that foil color throughout the spread. And same with scripts, so I'm glad that more foil bundles are including scripts these days. So she did add more work labels to her foil bundles, which I do appreciate very much. Oh, and the With My Love and TV Time. So those are some nice additions. Yeah, I think she did switch this up a little bit. So there's the scripts, the weekend banner. And then lastly, we have our bottom washi. You get your 2 types of that, 15mm size date dots, tiny deco, 2 sizes of that. And then you get an extra page of headers in a different style just to kind of switch things up. And again, I do like that because I like alternating bougie box styles and header styles. Those are 2 things I kind of mix and match, even if I do have enough in one foil bundle. So that is it for the foil of the February mystery, and that is actually it for this haul. So thank you so much for watching. I do have a lot of character stickers that we're going to go over in the next haul, so be excited for that. It's been a while since I've hauled character stickers, or at least this many. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. I'm inching closer to 1,000 subs ever so slowly, but I do hope to reach that within a couple months or so, at least before the end of this year. Hopefully that would be just a really nice milestone to hit. So if you did like this video and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and help me reach that milestone, and that would be super amazing. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.